Yeah, onside kick again.
Onside kick by the Comets to the Spartans, and the Spartans will pick it up, and they're going to at least recover. Spartans will recover it. Coming up, it'll be the High HQ and, of course, the Osborne Company sponsoring our halftime show. The Wooter Apparel post-game show will follow. Of course, we'll also have the Coach's Corner with both the coaches of the Triple S Spartans and the Comets.
Yeah, right now Clayton's going to do an onside kick because at this point they don't want to give any opportunity to Triple S to try and get a return for a touchdown, so they're just going to onside kick it. If they get the ball back, that's great. They get another opportunity to score. But if they don't get it back, then at least they know that Triple S is not going anywhere with that ball.
Like to acknowledge all the coaches again for all teams on the Triple S Spartans. It is Mike Parrish, the head coach. Scott Meserve is the line coach. Associate head coach in D.C. is Mike Harper. Scott Parrish is the offensive coordinator, QB coach. Craig Faircloth is the offensive line coach. John Hodkins, George Franklin, Kevin Ponce is the graduate assistant coach. So there you go.
And we got a penalty on the play.
Penalty on the play coming up, and while we're waiting on what the call will be from Brad Tanis, let's acknowledge our... Looks like McCormick's got a call on the play, is what they're saying. What did they say?
They're giving a face mask against Clayton. That's going to move that ball up 15 yards again.
Wow. So a face mask penalty called against the Comets, and the Spartans will move up 15. Let's acknowledge our coaches again for the Clayton Comets. Hunter Jinks is the head coach. You heard him on the Coach's Corner interview presented by New High HQ in the game earlier during our Osborne Company halftime show. Jason Warren is the defensive coordinator. Lemon Johnson as well. Then you got Colin Homaka, William Walker, Dennis Bruton, Paul Yates, and Tyler Dean. So there you go with the coaches. All right. We're back to play. Got to give the coaches their love, Brad Tanis. You're a coach yourself, man.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you right now, the amount of penalties that Clayton's given, it looks like Triple S has got more yards getting from Clayton on the penalties than they do rushing this game.
And that was, of course, for the Spartans. Number one, Bobbitt on the carry one more time, a couple of yards up the field after that face mask penalty on the Comets. And Keyshawn Bobbitt gets another couple, the senior running back here. Also playing quarterback, mind you. Their star quarterback, number 3, J.B. Jones, in the second quarter, first half of play, had to be sent to the nearby hospital. Our thoughts and prayers are still with him on recovering.
Yeah, you got to imagine how tired Bob is getting out there right now. I mean, he's getting the snaps, running the ball, playing defense. He might have even been filling up the water coolers at halftime. I don't know.
Playing the water boy as well. Timeout called. Comets, they're in their strategy. They're ready to roll. They're on the line. They're waiting on the... Wow, players gone down for the Spartans. What in the world? I'll tell you what happened. They were leaving the huddle, and one of the players on the Spartans had kicked the other player. I don't think it was intentional, but he tripped him.
Yeah, right now he's holding his... Looks like he's...
That's number 8, Deron George, I believe it is.
Well, you got to remember, too, this cold weather right now, I mean, you're going to cramp out fairly easily out there, and it looks like that's what he's doing. He's got a leg cramp coming out of the huddle and just dropped to the ground.
And again, I'm not trying to say that one of the Spartans intentionally kicked him and knocked him down on purpose. I mean, it looked like they were leaving the huddle, and he just said, hey, just a little trip, a little clip on his leg, and he went down. And of course, it is cold outside. That was one of the things I remembered, Brad Tanis, when I played football here at Clayton for Gary Fowler and Coach Honeycutt and company was, if you are, okay, it's number 4 of Devontae Whaley, the one that went down for the Spartans, but he quickly gets back up, dusts himself off. The running back, free safety senior, 6 foot at 170, continues on. He'll probably sit out this play to just redeem himself and get back some composure in his leg. But you were talking about it, Brad. When it's cold and you get hit, oh, yeah, you feel it.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you feel it anyway when you get hit playing football.
I mean, I'm up here. I can feel it from here watching it.
Seems like me and you are staying further and further away from the window. I noticed you got more and more to the glass to the right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Ready to go now with 2nd and 11, ball on the 39 for the Spartans. 28-3. Comets out in front by 25. Number 8 with pressure. He's got them all running after him. The flag of the play. And a fumble! Fumble! Comets recover! Comets recover! Number got a flag on the play, and they got water bottles flying through the air, and everybody's going crazy here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. Plum chaos. They got a flag on the play. What's the call for, Brad? But they are saying number 51 for the Comets of Michael Cotton, the defensive lineman, got the ball back.
Well, they called it against Triple S. It looked like it was going to be a block in the back. But with the fumble recovery, obviously Clayton's going to decline that penalty, and they're going to get the ball, but it looks like they're spotting it at about the 39-yard line in Triple S territory.
And that's about where the fumble happened.
Yeah.
That's about where the fumble happened, and the coach, Mike Parrish, got so mad, he threw his water bottle across the field over here, if you look between the goal and the 10-yard post.
Yeah, he threw that water bottle about 50 yards. That's the furthest throw we've seen from Triple S today.
I was about to say, I wasn't going to go there, but I am going to go there. Wow. Head coach for the Triple S Spartans, of course, at least we're seeing signs of life. At least some emotion here from the Spartans, and even if it's from the coach here, from head coach Mike Parrish. Clayton with the carry up the field. Up the middle of the field there, going to get a couple of yards on the play, and it's still going to be 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 37, it looks like.
Yeah, Clayton again with that motion play. It's causing the defensive linebackers to shift with the play and opening up a great run up the middle.
And it looks like they are saying that he got 5 on the play. So it's 2nd and 5 with the ball on the 34 now. He got 5 on the play. Number 3, Delano. Number 3 for the Comets is coming in the game now. Wanted to make sure we got right clarification. Evan Harding, the running back, now coming in for the game for the Comets. Checking them off one by one. Your quarterback, Noah Anderson, barking out the signals, looking them over. Anderson will now hand it off to number 18, pounding up the middle. He's going to keep on rolling to the end zone, and another touchdown for the Comets. Number 14 all the way to the end zone, Cameron Burrows. Cameron Burrows with the score for Clayton.
Yeah, again, that motion formation right there. You saw the quarterback getting ready for the read option. He gives it a 14. He busts up the field for a 34-yard touchdown run.
That's right.
Now, if you're Triple S down and you're looking at your safety, he had an opportunity to make the tackle. All he had to do is break down and get a good tackle. But instead, he tries to arm tackle him, in which he breaks right through it, and we've got a field goal to put them up 35-3.
Up and good, as the PA announcer says, and I don't know how you say this. The hits just keep on coming for Triple S. It is now a 32-point lead for the Comets over the Spartans, 35-3, and I think Triple S is just ready to get out of the cold.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, second half we've got 2 fumbles by Triple S, and then resulting in 2 more touchdowns for Clayton.
So again, another touchdown. As the second half of play rolls on, you're listening to Comets football on the 3 and Out Sports Network. We will go back to the resumption of play. The Comets get the ball, and the continued train wreck for the Spartans continue. We're going to see how much more offense that the Comets... Well, actually, the Spartans are going to get the ball back. Then we're going to take a 20-second timeout from a word from Woodward Apparel, the official apparel of the 3 and Out Sports Network, and beginning November 1st, the Community Radio Network.
Woodward Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit woodwardapparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Woodward Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720.
Well, they went for an onside kick, but we got a flag on the play. The Comets went for an onside kick, giving the ball back to the Spartans. That's the 4th time we've seen it in this game. Number 42 for the Spartans on the recovery. And what do you know? Thanks, Max Preps. No name. And we got an offside penalty call against Clayton.
I'll tell you what, though, right now, Wesley, the amount of penalties that are going in favor of Triple S, and they can't capitalize on anything. They can't capitalize on their own play calls. They're getting 15-yard penalties. They're putting them in the direction that they're supposed to be going, and they're still having a hard time. It looks like they're re-kicking the ball.
Yeah. And I want to give you an expression or a picture here for those that are listening to the radio broadcast. You've got 11 players on the field for the Comets. It is still scattered, smothered, and covered on the coaches' sidelines of players in blue and gray. You've got 11 players in special teams for the Spartans, and you've only got maybe 6 players in jerseys on the sideline ready to go into play, counting also J.B. Jones sent to a nearby hospital. That is basically the competitiveness of what the Comets have compared to player-wise on the Spartans.
And it looks like they're shot away from the onside kick as they're going to go ahead and give a deep ball.
And it's going to be caught by number 8 of Deron George for the Spartans. He'll get a couple up the field. Gets brought down by number 23 on the stop there. Nope, apologies. Number 45 for the Comets is on the stop. Number 45 on the stop there of Garrett Hill, the linebacker. Junior here at high school at Clayton, 5'11", 195. Homecoming night looking good for the Comets there, Brad Tanis.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see the crowds perking a little bit. You got the band playing, getting some tunes, getting the crowd fired up.
Again, this game was scheduled for tomorrow night, for Friday night, October the 26th, but unfortunately due to the remnants of Hurricane or Tropical Storm Wilma, whatever it's going to be. Wilma from the Jetsons or from Flintstones. I just thought of that. Yeah, we've had Michael, we've had Florence, Michael, and now Wilma. And the Spartans now getting to place here, but because of the weather, again, rescheduled and made a Thursday night game instead of a Friday night game. And wow, Comets trying to just bring down the Spartans somehow, some way. Well, I tell you what, he was strong there.
Yeah, it looks like they got about 3 yards on that play. That's not too bad.
Savion Brown George, the running back for the Spartans, he would not go down. He had a dog pile of 5 players. What we call a scrum in rugby, trying to bring him down there. I just learned that from Saturday with me and Trey doing a Clayton Bootleggers rugby match on Saturday afternoon.
And speaking of rugby, how crazy is it that we're studying rugby to perform better tacklers and make this game safer so we can get more people out here to play in a safer environment?
That's right. Shout out to all the folks, Ted Hardy and everybody on the Clayton Bootleggers team. Of course, they had a tough loss to the Asheville Iguanas at home on Saturday afternoon. Me and Trey Snyde on the call for the 3 and Out Sports Network. Carried by number 1, Keyshawn Bobbitt for the Spartans. And it looks like we're going to continue again with another dog pile or another scrum as they go down. And number 1 holding the ball. And it looked like you got to give credit to the first man making contact for the Comets, number 23 of Mr. James Todd. James Todd, the defensive back, with some help from Jeffrey Allen Jacobs Jr., 22 on the stops there.
Yeah, was it? I mean, that's got to be the biggest run play by Triple S. It looks like they gained about 14 on it. That's got to be the longest play from scrimmage they've had running the ball today.
Can you imagine we're only 7:05 in the third quarter?
If I'm Triple S, I'm having a hard time imagining that.
You would think this game would be over, but it is not. The train wreck, this mauling continues, if you will. 35-3. The only point scored by the Spartans was a field goal right before halftime.
Yeah, Triple S need to start casting the ball and start getting up the field if they want any chance in this ball game. And they do have a trips formation coming up.
I think it is so cold outside, it's making my laptop act up. It's like on delay. I click a button, it's like 2 seconds later before it changes on the screen. But another carry up the field. Weeks up the field there with the carry for the throw. I'm sorry, it was a throw. And he caught it. Mr. Weeks caught the ball.
Yeah, Bob would try to air it out about 15 yards down the field. A good defensive play by Clayton coming over and knocking the ball down at the last second. They've got to get more yards on these 3-yard runs with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. You're down by 32. You've got to start getting in the air and get down the field.
35-3, still the score. 6:54 remaining in the third quarter. Second half of play underway. Comets 35, the Spartans 3. The away team, Nixon Fowler Stadium, homecoming 2018 on the 3 and Out Sports Network. Along with Coach Brad Tanis, I'm Wesley Outland on the call. Give us a follow at 3 and Out Sports, 3 and Out Radio, at 3 and Out Radio for the 3 and Out Sports Radio Network.